Yes, other for me now, Baba. I do platform be as a host, and I J and I want to make Eddie as your moon so and I did kind of whatever platform we as well. Now, what I want to ask my say, subscribe after for latest update behind notification, so that they are newly upload beyond every day was sort of for city as a most area. Not in some really media and so globally. And the moment in some TBA over this particular platform as so far, I had to see other police store. ATM say Otumfour and now something here. One wants to know a problematic of Ghana. And for your video and answer the sounds.
A+ in trouble. Who is A+? Kwame Asari Obeng. He's an honorable member of parliament for Gomoa Central. He's also a musician. A lot of people respect him and love him. I'm one of those. He's called A+. An affable young man who got into politics. And it looks like he has overstepped a few boundaries. Maybe not, maybe yes. This is A+. Now, last week, A+ was in the news. A week before that, he was in the news. Several weeks before that, he was in the news. He's a man who the news loves. Or better still, he loves the news. He is a musician. He knows how to get in the news. But the people of Gomoa Central seem to be loving him because he has given them free internet services. I'm talking about Wi-Fi. He has built a road for them, and the people are loving Kwame A+, as he's affectionately called. But he was fingered in a certain corruption-related deal, bordering on ghost names at the NSS, National Service Secretariat. Gifty Oware and a few other people have also been fingered in this dirty deal of inserting ghost names in the payroll of the National Service Authority. My brother, my sister, he was told to us by the Attorney General a couple of weeks ago that a sitting member of parliament was part of the scandal. In fact, the corruption-related incident that had so many ghost names inserted in the payroll of the National Service Authority, costing Ghana so much money until the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, decided that, listen, let us do a head count of the National Service people. And it came out that a lot of ghosts were in there. A few people have been picked up by the National Security, and we were told by Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayini, whose photograph you see here is the Attorney General of Ghana. I love him. For a reason, I've never met him, but I just love him. My brother, my sister, he's a hard-working man. He told us that a sitting MP was part of the scandal. In fact, he received money in order to kill the story. In other words, in order to make useless the story of ghost names inserted in the payroll of the National Service Authority. He never mentioned the name. It took Paul Adum Ochre. This gentleman here, he's another person I truly like. He's a journalist, my brother, my sister. Yes, quite political sometimes, and he can be swayed sometimes in his political views and all that. My brother, my sister, in favor of the NPP, now in opposition, so deservedly so. My brother, my sister, this is Paul Adum Ochre. He hinted a couple of weeks ago that A+ was invited by the National Security, and over there he threw tantrums, threatening that whoever wanted to disgrace him, he would disgrace the person first, and mentioned other people who were taking bribes at the National Security meeting, threatened that nobody could touch him or else they'll be touched too. Paul Adum Ochre brought it out. I called Kwame A+. He denied what Paul had said. He even went ahead to say that Paul was crazy. My brother, my sister, today it looks like Paul is right. Because a couple of days ago, Kwame A+ came out on social media, Facebook to be specific, in fact, accusing the Attorney General of actually taking bribes. 500,000 Ghana cedis to try and bribe the parliament's, that's the Ghana Parliament's appointment committee. My brother, my sister, that was to foresee and supervise appointees vetting and some things like that. In other words, Akuritinga Ayene Dominic took bribes in order to bribe these people to make appointments pass through easy. My brother, my sister, and A+ put this out on his Facebook wall. No, that is not true. What I said was because according to my information, you went to beg for 500,000 Ghana cedis, that you were going to use it to bribe the appointment committee of parliament. And for your information, you are not the only one. If you are an old fool, I will reset your brain. Stupid man. This was what A+ put out in anger. My brother, my sister. And Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayini responded in a press conference. He said, I am from Zwarungo in Bolgatanga. Over there, we face falsehoods headlong and we deal with that streetwise and street level. That is what I'm prepared to do with A+. Let him bring the evidence. But before he closed, he said, A+, if it's because of the fact that you have been fingered in the bribery scandal, the ghost names bribery scandal, National Service Secretariat, you are not off the hook. Come out and clear yourself. Could it be a case of blackmail? But now A+ is in trouble. Why is A+ in trouble? Watch this. A+ reportedly removed from Majority Caucus WhatsApp platform following feud with Attorney General Ayene. First and foremost, he deleted the post that you just saw, calling the Attorney General a thief and an old fool, a stupid man, and that he will reset his brain. My brother, my sister, A+ has been removed.
Yes, out of four, nice a Wilson and Sama. Young question a list of ones and a kind of chain and Otumfour.
Otumfour can be normal way in Koso. Listen, we must tell him because look, the power he wields, if he decides to rebuke, politicians will set up and stop fooling. Okay. All the nonsense will stop. So, yen try ya to amount. Yen who kwan ya afa so a ene adefefedi awaya aye ho kese a okwa obi ase a asantin so ase Buckingham Palace. Meboa. Ye boa ye ka de waye. Bawomia we no matima be so onsa akobo ankra. Ne so fa so ne se bawomia ne so fa so ne se akasem so obetima ye adwuma. Adwuma ben. No wonder. Enu ti no Otumfour we. You see emre bi Otumfour ka kire e Ghana for say e akwa we Lawrence Ade oseche mensa busu se wa born in Koso hene kabra Otumfour etimi abo Lawrence Ade en Koso hene
Onim baby aya na Ghana for ye jimini se won Otumfour de ba wo mi antimi nya adwuma wo na emu mahama betimi aya adwuma sama mi da bia meka se wajimi onim nyansa Otumfour reject bawomia na mo amansanka say we discriminator. Otumfour reject mahama na mo amanka say we discriminator. Otumfour reject bawomia o na mo monso mahama because I say we support and this we ejimi fuo. Otumfour you reject bawomia na mo kasa mahama na betimi ya ejima no sake of say I we and this ni listen we ejimi fuo we bravo panyina wonni nyansa wa bodu wa no ni se kusie